Hey everybody, welcome back to Adam's Garage. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to add a helicoil into for stripped out screw. And it's kind of funny because while I was under the car supposedly demonstrating to my girls how to pull the engine out of the Corvette, I was showing them what bolts to pull, and they did a couple, and then I ended up stopping because for some reason they weren't listening to me anymore and they were doing this. Okay, so I went ahead and went for the helicoil option to fix the harmonic balancer bolt. And so it comes with this little kit here. Pretty cool kit. It actually comes with everything you need. The drill bit to drill it out to the right size, threader tap to rethread it for these threads, and these, it comes with 10 of them, so in case I screw up 9 times I can have one left over to do. And then you take this and you thread the helicoil back in like that into the new threads that you've threaded, and then you use this fancy tool right here to knock that piece out of there so that it so your screw goes all the way through now. And I bought a new bolt that will thread right into that helicoil, and this bolt is actually the same size as the original. So what I've done is I've taken another drill bit that's very similar in size, and I put it all the way back, so now I know how far in my drill bit can go, because it's specifically stated you don't want to go too far with your drill bit because it could cause damage. So I'm using that as my gauge. I'm going to take some tape on this one, tape it off. So that's as far as I'm going to put it in there, and it's actually level with my harmonic balancer there. And then I'm going to use some WD-40 to lubricate the drill bit. And then I want to make sure I get it level as I'm going in. That's tight. And that looks like it's it. Okay, clean it out. Okay, now that we have it drilled out, I'm going to tap it out with the threader here, and we'll do the same. We'll give a little bit of cutting with the WD-40, put the tap in there, and then we're going to do slow partial turns to get it started. And then once it gets started, we'll go in a little bit, and then we'll back it off in a little bit. Just starts cutting. See, it's stuck in there now. Get some grease in there. And back it off a little bit. More. Back it off. More. as you turn it, it will start getting tighter, and then when you back it off, you can feel it catch on some debris, and that's about where you want it to go so that it pulls that debris that it's cutting out. I think that's about it. Go ahead and pull it all the way out and then run it back in to make sure that it's the threads are good, and make sure all the shavings are out of there before we go ahead and go on to the next step. You use the installer tool. You put the Helicoil threads here on the installer tool. You put the collar up about halfway, so it comes with it right here, and you need to put it halfway. You don't put it here because that's going to block it from going in all the way. So this has to be in about half a turn below the surface. So you screw this all the way in until these threads are a half a turn past the surface of the metal. And so we're going to start it. We're going to use some more lubricant on it, and then we're going to turn until it catches those threads that we threaded previously. Let's go turn. Gotta see where I'm at. Almost there. I have a little beveled edge here, so it's a little hard to tell where I'm at. Trying to make sure it's below the bottom of the beveled edge. Okay, and then we'll give it another half a turn. Right there. Okay, and then we take this last tool, the tang break-off tool. It's very useful. And break off that little tab there on the inside. And now, so I got this little handy magnet. I hardly ever use it. Sometimes I lose some bolts, but this time it will come in handy because it fits right in that slot. And it will actually pick up anything that I left in there. Ooh, look at all that. And it's also broken off piece in there. I'm gonna clean it out a little bit more. Okay, let's see how that fits now. Yeah, looks like it's gonna work. Alright, I'm not going to put that in all the way because I need to wait until the engine's in so I can put my last pulley on. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, or comment on my videos, and we'll catch you later.